this time of year is crazy for the holidays.
Yeah.
Nothing says the holidays like a nice scary movie. Have you seen any of these?
Lawnmower Man.
Which ones?
This holiday season,
Scariest part of Lawnmower Man? The man. If you ask me, right, ladies?
the lawnmower was the protagonist.
Mm-hmm.
The man was the anti-hero. This holiday season is Halloween. And nothing says Halloween like a scary movie. With that in mind, get your scare cards ready and put the scarecrows in your house. This is the top 4 failed horror movie crossovers. We need to see this Halloween. So I've been going through these lists of like movies that are in production hell, like Limbo. And these are, like Freddy versus Jason, and Mr. Keith versus Josh.
Dude, I hope Josh finally gets out of that cupboard.
Me too.
Me too. Mr. Keith is a real son of a bitch.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, he's
Such a
tyrant.
dick. Yeah.
Won't let him out of the cubbies. So with that in mind, do not get scared. Make a promise.
I wish you would have warned me.
You've been warned.
All right.
You might want to put on the scare goggles.
Luckily, I'm wearing a diaper.
Thank God. This movie, number 1, might shock you. Freddy versus the Clumps.
What?
So this is Freddy Krueger. Grant, go ahead and pop that up. This is so scary to think about.
Sorry, give me a second.
So visualize.
Oh, he's talking like Clumps out there.
I know.
I'm so sorry. Oh, Scatman, great.
So New Line Cinemas, after the success of Freddy Krueger 5, Freddy's Dead, greenlit Freddy versus the Clumps, which is Eddie Murphy playing the Clumps. He's all 5 Clumps: Mama Clump, Daddy Clump, Baby Clump. And that's Freddy, that's the Clumps. And so they're basically, it was greenlit. It's going to be directed by Roman Polanski. It had a $200 million budget by New Line. It was supposed to be this huge summer box office smash. Mama Clump gets caught sending letters to David Berkowitz, the son of Sam. Production shuts down.
The chubby behemoth. That's what he called himself. He did.
Did he
That's
really?
why my podcast is called Chubby Behemoth.
That's funny.
Because
I
he wrote
didn't
that
realize.
scary letter to like the New York Times where he was like, "It's me, the king of hell, the prince of pain, the chubby behemoth." He thought he was being scary.
That's funny.
He really said that?
Yes.
That's hilarious.
It's in the letter.
The chubby behemoth.
So Mama Clump was in communication with
With David Berkowitz, the
David
son of
Berkowitz.
Sam. And as soon as Eddie Murphy got wind of that, he shut the whole thing down. And Robert Englund decided not to go through with it. They tried to get a different actor. They got Sofia Coppola to play him. It didn't. Screen tests were kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, look at that. That's ridiculous.
She was going to take a more feminine approach to it. The audience tests, they didn't have enough. $200 million budget.
Yeah.
They got kind of scared while filming because Freddy is so scary. So they just drew a bunch of pictures. They did a flip book, and audiences couldn't really see it from the back of the room. So
Because they were taking a driver's test. That was the issue. They couldn't flip. Yeah.
Yeah, it wouldn't flip. And they're like, sorry, this is my first day. They got this first day. They go, we don't want to see this no more. So it fell through. And basically there's been rumors it'll come back, but Woody Allen was attached to it for a while, but it fell through. And hopefully this season we can see it.
Yeah, that sounds like it could be a very exciting crossover.
If you want to get a hold of Elvis Polanski, Roman Polanski's son, I have his phone number.
Do you really?
I went to a party at Roman Polanski's apartment in Paris last week.
Really?
Yes.
Is it a nice apartment?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Elvis Polanski?
Yes, dude.
Is he nice?
He was great. He's obsessed with me. Look, these are all
that's
texts
fun.
from Elvis Polanski.
Oh my gosh. What?
He wants me to be in his first feature length in Poland.
It's Sweetie Heart some of your messages.
Oh, dude. Yeah. Well, look, this is how Elvis Polanski communicates. He says, where is it? Hi, all good? Was nice yesterday. Have a nice day.
With the fire emoji. That's fun.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, Elvis Polanski tried to throw a party in his dad's apartment, and his dad was like, you guys have to go in the parking garage. So we went from like being in Elvis or Roman Polanski's apartment to being 3 levels down while a 16-year-old wearing all white DJ'd the worst music ever. And then 20 beers finally showed up, and me and my buddy Bonzo were like, you know what we have to do if we want more beer? So we just sat down and drank 20 beers immediately. Yeah. We'll prank call him after the show.
Yeah.
Yeah,
funny.
we should pitch him Freddy versus the Clumps. Yeah, he'd probably, I don't know, he sounds like a reasonable guy.
He's very reasonable.
Partying in a parking garage.
Yeah.
Did he hire that DJ? He just showed
DJ
up.
was a cousin of the Polanskis.
Oh.
He didn't speak any English besides rock and roll. That's all he could say was rock and roll as he's playing like Micro House. It was nuts, dude.
Okay,
Sorry
number
to derail
two.
this. This rocked me.
By
I
far.
love Sofia Coppola. This cracked me up.
That's one of the craziest things I've ever heard.
It was nuts. I was
Wild.
there. Like, what's happening?
Speaking of crazy things, this season, prepare to be scared. This movie just dropped. This is on the blacklist of the screenplays that are most wanted to Hollywood. They're completely
I feel like
unproduced.
the Clumps movie was probably on the blacklist too.
In some ways.
Yeah.
Yeah. Number 2 might scare your socks off if you're not reasonable. Hellraiser.
If you're not reasonable.
If you don't have a level head, this might literally pop your socks off.
Oh
of you.
my God.
This is Hellraiser versus the New Jersey Sanitation Union.
They're undefeated.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's Doug Bradley. He's reprising the role of Pinhead. And it's him versus a bunch of Teamsters. And basically, Pinhead is very anti-union.
Yeah.
He crosses the picket line.
He was a Pinkerton first.
He's a Pinkerton. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, he was a PI for like 30 years.
Stinkerton, yeah.
Stinkerton. Yeah, one of the Stinkertons. Yeah, he was a scab. So he starts working for all these goddamn fucking, oh man. I'm going to have to go back to the beginning. Pinhead, he was involved with breaking the picket lines during Bloody Harlan during the 1930s in West Virginia.
Yeah.
So very famously recounted in Harlan County, USA. So
Harlan Williams, USA.
that's one of my favorites. Yeah, it's where it's kind of him doing kind of off the wall impressions.
Yeah.
He's good at it.
Uh-huh.
Trust me. But production was shut down because Doug Bradley ate shit on a ripstick. He was trying to ride one through the hallways.
What is that? Where you gyrate your legs back and forth? A rep stick.
His grandson gave it to him.
This isn't a wall.
His birthday. It shut down the whole production. He broke his ankle. So that one, this was supposed to be produced actually last year. It was 2022, and it was Miramax. They let out Weinstein for one day and to kind of take a look at it and just kind of get a
We need
feel
your
for
eyes
it.
on this. Hey, Harv, come put that golden touch on this like you did Chloe Sevigny.
We're in over our heads. We're begging you.
We're in over our pinheads.
So yeah, and it just fell through. The Gambinos weren't on board with it. They needed them to sign off. They kind of run the sanitation stuff up there. So it was a micro budget. It's supposed to be an indie A24 thing. $400,000, $600,000.
There really is a small budget, I
It's
think.
not that
micro
much
budget.
for these two.
So stay away from the ripsticks. It
That's
sounds
the
like.
moral of it.
Yeah, get away from those.
Made a fool out of himself. Yeah, you can see it. It's on E-Bomb's World. It's fucking hilarious. He falls down and he keeps asking for his agent.
Did they get that on the film? Is that a part of
Yeah,
it?
it's
Him
part-
crashing on the ripstick?
It's the after credit scene.
He's laying there crippled. His hips are destroyed. Get me my agent.
My agent. And it's set to yakety sax. It's funny.
They bring in a Chinese guy. No, I said agent.
Not my agent. Somebody get me my agent. Number 3 equally might be as scary. I hope you have your.
Whoa.
Sorry.
Whoa. Grant, that's from the private files.
Yeah.
Let me hide that.
Actually,
That's from a folder he has that's just labeled wood.
Just ignore that.
And it's spelled WOOD/WOULD.
Yeah, exactly.
Goes both ways.
Woodwoods.
Woodwoods. Number 3, equally as scary. This is Leprechaun 9, Monk's Irish Goodbye. So this is Tony Shalhoub. This is Leprechaun versus Monk. This is what Reddit has been blowing up about. So
It broke the servers. I remember.
yeah, shut it down. Yeah, so this is gonna be pretty scary. As you can see, Monk was he was actually cast for both roles. He was going to be both the Leprechaun and Monk.
Wow.
Do kind of a split screen.
Yeah.
De-age him the Irishman style. The Irishman, very fitting. And so very scary even thinking about some of that stuff. And so after the movie starts after Monk's conviction during the Balco steroids scandal in 2007, he refuses to testify during Congress. The judge looks suspiciously like a leprechaun. His gavel is a 4-leaf clover. Everyone starts looking around going, is it just me or is this
A leprechaun.
whoa, leprechaun?
Yeah.
Not a leprechaun.
No, a leprechaun. The
A
leprechaun.
leprechaun.
Is that Warwick Davis? And so, yeah, throw her up. Just have it a little bit smaller.
Grant, can you email that to me?
So basically, as part of his plea agreement for the steroid scandal, Monk agrees to beat the shit out of the leprechaun in part of an agreement with the U.S. Navy. The U.S. Navy can't touch him. It's sort of like a black site, G-Bay type thing. And so, yeah, he just kind of kicks his ass up and down Hollywood Boulevard.
That's a movie?
That's our movie. Yeah.
It's a documentary.
So, yeah, it was some pretty big names. Ari Aster was tied to it for a while.
I heard Grant read for the role of Leprechaun.
He did. Grant, what happened with that?
Yeah, I don't really want to talk about it. I clearly didn't get the role.
Yeah.
I get it.
Were you close?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry,
Oh.
Grant.
It's okay.
Well, sorry.
We could have just not brought that up.
Those are the breaks. I get it. Yes. Yeah, so that was a leaked picture that was on 17 magazine. Front page. Summer of Tony. Tony's back. So yeah, that's a pretty scary one we can hope to see coming down the assembly line as some of these streaming services might pick this up. Some stuff like that. Number 4, possibly the least scary, but it's more of a heartfelt story. This is Rosemary's Hezbollah. So this is Rosemary's Baby, but the baby is Hezbollah, the Russian man-child. Rosemary's back. She's as fertile as ever. Unfortunately, her second born was not born by the devil. It's just Hezbollah. So she's very scared when the baby comes out.
Yeah.
She goes, "What is that?" The first one was bad enough.
Yeah.
And
There you go. Sorry.
So he comes out.
Yeah.
out,
God.
and he's dressed to the nines.
Yeah.
He looks good.
He has his traveling hat on.
Yeah.
As you can see, he's got his traveling
That
hat.
purse he wears is actually where he sleeps as well. It's his rucksack.
Tells his sleeping bag.
Look at him. He's like a little businessman.
Little
Saying
gent.
hello to his friends.
The smallest gent. Yeah, he just comes out cracking skulls. This is based on the graphic novel by Frank Thomas, the baseball
The baseball player.
Big Hurt.
People forget he got into writing, that he's also an author.
Yeah, when he's not shilling for that. What's that company called? It's called like Eugenics or
Eugenics.
something.
Eugenics.
Eugenics. Yeah.
Yeah.
If there was Eugenics, Hezbollah would not exist.
No.
It would have taken him out in utero.
Yeah, it's known to sort of target those troublesome
Yeah. White Muslims.
Yeah, white Muslims. Yeah.
He can't get laid. That's the big thing about him. He won't get laid
Is he because he can or doesn't want to?
because due to his strict religious beliefs.
Oh.
That's why he's always just like eating ice cream and falling asleep. That's all he has.
Jumping in pools. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a lot of jumping in pools.
If he's jumping, usually he's getting chucked. Oh,
So yeah, only from the mind of Frank Thomas can a story like
Yes.
that even get
Look at how
fuck.
buff he is.
crucialated.
Yeah, he's ripped.
It's huge. Yeah.
He would crush Hezbollah.
Yeah. Yeah. That was the original. It was like a fan fiction that evolved into something so much more.
You're just gonna put Hezbollah on a tee and then whack dingers.
Just let it fly. Just a piss missile. Yeah. And thankfully, this one was shut down by the higher ups. So Congress.
What happened?
I burped.
Oh,
I had enchiladas. I haven't had Mexican food in 2 months. I love it. And also,
yeah,
those were
Rosemary right
great.
there looks like when my wife looks at my penis.
what is wrong?
What happened?
Well, Casey, that was a wonderful list.
Oh,
Yeah.
thanks.
Hopefully, some of these literally come out soon.
Hopefully,
I'd like to sign up to produce one of them.
take your pick.
Yeah. I really want to see Tony Shalhoub versus the Leprechaun.
Yeah. That's the.
Or you
that's
know what
the
we could
hot-
do? We could just combine the last one and the third one and have Zbula play the Leprechaun.
Oh, yeah.
Tony Shalhoub plays himself.
Yeah.
Oh.
Frank Thomas plays Rosemary.
Yeah.
Yeah, we sort of shake it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe the casting was the issue. Yeah, that sounds good.
That makes sense.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm down with that.
Cool. We figured it out, I think. I mean, that's a good idea
Yeah.
for sure.
Get Neon on board. Neon produces some great stuff.
I love Neon.
Dion.
Neon.
Well, Casey, that was a wonderful list. I think we're all looking forward to hopefully at least one or two of those coming out.
Me
Yeah.
too.
At
For
least
sure.
one of them. Yeah.
Happy Halloween. Yeah, one at least.
Thank you.
No problem.
I'm glad that we got into this early, still in September.
Yeah, I just want to get a head start.
Yeah.
Yeah, this episode won't come out till January, so.
And then on Halloween,
Yeah,
you can
yeah.
do your Arbor Day list.
Yeah, try to stay ahead of it.
Best trees.
Top 4 trees, you're not going to want to see this Arbor Day. Trust me.